Well, Holly Goodall is outside the Foreign Office and can tell us more. Holly.
Well, Nazanin's been in prison in Tehran for over 2.5 years now. She's currently in solitary confinement. You may remember she was first arrested back in April 2016 as she was boarding a plane back to the UK with her daughter. On our way, we stop in Camden, where we've spotted a number of rough sleepers. You look really young, if you don't mind me saying.
22.
You're 22. Among them, Jonathan, who's been homeless for the last 7 years. He tells us he's been refused a national insurance card, so can't claim benefits.
I guess I'm just a victim of circumstance. I guess it's just my mentality. I guess it's just everything that has led to this point. It doesn't work for me.
Holly Goodall has the details.
It was on the evening of the 1st of April that 22-year-old Calvin Bungiza was found dead here behind me from multiple stab wounds. Now, detectives believe he was attacked by several men who would have come out from this road here and chased him back down Grafton Road before fatally stabbing him. They would have then come back to Vickers Road and made off in their getaway car, which is believed to be a dark VW Bora.
Well, let's get more now from Holly Goodall, who joins us now. What do we know, Holly?
Well, we know that sadly delays and cancellations are looking very likely for holiday makers next week, as workers at Heathrow will walk out next Monday and Tuesday. That's the 5th and 6th of August. There's also a 48-hour walkout planned for the 23rd and the 24th of August. Now, all of this boils down to a row over pay. Unite Union members have rejected a deal today that would have seen most of its members get a 4.6% pay rise, but they say that's just not enough and would only have meant a few pounds extra per person a day.
Thank you for your welcome.
The city's tech hub is used to welcoming people from all over the world, including this language app startup. They moved from Estonia 5 years ago to tap into international talent here. But with all the uncertainty surrounding Brexit, they've seen their team reduced by half as staff leave London for Europe.
London used to be such a hub and everyone wanted to move in. Now, by having this uncertainty, London has actually given chance to other cities. And from the company perspective, we are rather looking, maybe we should establish our third office in Berlin or Paris.
Whatever's decided with Brexit could have a huge impact on this sector, with over 40% of tech exports going to the EU. But of equal concern is the highly skilled, highly mobile workforce, with over half of business leaders saying they're worried about a so-called tech brain drain. From sneakers to high tops, trainers are up there when it comes to London's fashion industry. And teens in particular have got behind the trend.
My name's Shanice, I'm 27 and I'm a trainer enthusiast.
Shanice likes to buy what's known as hype trainers, or the limited edition footwear from specialist retailers.
They became like a fashion icon and a way for me to distinguish myself from like my peers and show off my passion for all things sport, really. That's where it started from.
According to new figures out today, UK teenagers own 58 million pairs of trainers, but a third weren't worn in the last 3 months. It's a technique that's been used for hundreds of years. Here in Walthamstow, volunteers are getting to grips with the ancient art of cider making. But these apples haven't come far from the tree. They've been gathered from orchards and gardens across London by and for the community.
We give back cider in return for the food they bring us. And it's about teaching people how to make drinks in a traditional way, and also just celebrating the abundance of fruit that is actually on our back doorsteps, really.
Now in here is 1,000 litres of fermented apple juice, which will be left to mature over the winter. And these are the finished products, cider and apple juice, which will be sold locally, and all the proceeds go back to the orchards where it started.
Holly Goodall is by the banks of the Thames and can tell us more. Holly.
Well, nowadays, Victoria, the Thames is one of the cleanest city rivers in the world. But that hasn't always been the case. Throughout history, it's been used as something of a rubbish bin. And as a result, it's an archaeological treasure trove. Now, amateur archaeologists, or mudlarks as they're called, have an important role to play in uncovering that history. Over the years, they've made various discoveries. Many of them have ended up in the Museum of London. Here are some of the things they've found, everything from a 17th century shoe to a Roman brooch and clay pipes often found in Elizabethan London. Earlier, I went exploring with one mudlark who's made the latest contribution to Roman London history.